Hey everybody, welcome to another Plum Crazy adventure, and we are so excited to be talking to you tonight about one of our favorite destinations.
Yep, this would be talking about Universal, Halloween Horror Nights, and the brand new
Yes.
hotel that's opened up right at Epic Universe. So we're
So
very excited.
we are so excited about this. So really quickly before we get into it, I want to give a huge shout out. Thank you so much to our 658 subscribers that we have. Very appreciative of all of you. I'm just flabbergasted that our channel is starting to take off the way that it is, and it's because of you guys watching our content, both when we're live like this and also our edited videos. So
Yep.
thank you for that. I'm also shocked and so grateful that our Courtyard by Marriott video that I stayed in a couple of weeks ago, it's had 82 views already,
Yeah.
which is really great because I put it out on Thursday. And then we've gotten 60 on our City Walk video, but I have a feeling that's going to go up a little bit because of the announcements and stuff that Universal has made this week. So,
yeah, a lot of good stuff going on. Like I said, Halloween Horror Nights, that's starting this
Friday.
Yeah, this
Yep.
Friday. So that's really huge. We've got clients that are going down to go do it, and I cannot
Just over
wait.
a week.
Cannot wait to hear when they get back all the stories and stuff, and the photos and everything, and just excited just to be able to pick their brain for a few minutes and see what's going on. So
Exactly. Let me switch back over to comments because I forgot to do that. Hi, Deb. How are you? So thanks for joining us. So without further ado, we want to get started on talking about the Helios Grand Hotel that is going to be anchoring in Epic Universe. It's a really incredible resort.
yeah,
And I want to share with you, similar to what we did a few weeks ago, video of this particular resort
Yep.
that they have released this year. So bear with me one second as I get it pulled up. Isn't that absolutely incredible?
Yeah.
Such a beautiful, beautiful resort. And hang on, I got to figure out where we are. There we are. Still figuring this stuff out, guys. So I just think it's an absolutely beautiful resort. I'm really grateful that I got to see it a couple of weeks ago. I was really impressed by
from a distance. You didn't actually get to go.
I didn't get close. I did not go back onto Kirkman Road. That's currently a no go. You're not allowed to get very close to it yet.
Construction zone.
It's very much under construction. But when I was down there a couple of weeks ago, I got to see it from a distance in a couple of different places. I went to Aventura Hotel, got to see it from up there. Also got to see it as I was driving up towards it. And then you can see it really well in between Terra Nova and Stella Luna resorts also. And that gives you
I believe
idea.
that drive actually goes right in between the two of those to go right into the backside of it to enter the actual Grand Helios Hotel.
I believe that's how eventually the traffic patterns are going to be. Yes.
If not, it'll be the bus routes and stuff, I bet. So.
Yeah. So very, very cool resort. Hi, Mike and Deb. I agree. Wow. Absolutely incredible. It's absolutely beautiful. So with this announcement, there's a few things that we're wanting to talk about. So bear with me 1 second because we are going to attempt to do something new again.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right. So as you can see, this is the Universal Helios Grand Hotel. And this is going to be, it's an artist rendering that you can see some of it now. Again, check out that video that I uploaded of my day at City Walk, and you will get to see more construction on this particular resort. So as you can see, absolutely beautiful rooms. Now, this resort is not going to be as large as what I thought it was going to be originally. There's only 500 rooms currently available at this resort, and 35 of those are going to be suites. Now, the vast majority of these 500 rooms are going to be your standard room layout. However, this one I was really excited to be able to show you happens to have a pull-out sofa with it as well. So this one actually, I'll have to double check the website, but it could potentially sleep 6 and guaranteed to be able to sleep 5 because it's 2 queen beds and then it is that queen pull-out sofa. So technically it could sleep 6, but you know how Universal gets sometimes they may only allow 5 people in it at a time.
Well, and they got to do fire regulations and codes and stuff.
Exactly.
So they can't overextend it. So
now this is a standard room with a king, just to give you a different an idea on the difference of sizing on it. You're still going to be able to have plenty of room. You've got that nice chair, nice big bathroom area, so definitely a lot of room. I think that the carpet pattern is a choice. I don't know if that's going to stay. It seems very dark, but we'll just have to see what we think of it once the artist renderings give way to what is actually there.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm most excited about, and what you may have heard when we were watching that video, is a little bit of a How to Train Your Dragon in there.
Yeah.
And that is because this particular resort is going to house 15 How to Train Your Dragon suites. So this is absolutely amazing. I love that they're doing this. It's 545 square feet, and it is a separate kids' bedroom with 2 twins, and then you have the adult room, which has the king bed. So I really like that they are doing this and continuing it. It is something that the Lowe's resorts at Universal Orlando Resort are really well known for.
Yeah.
And I'm just tickled that they're doing a How to Train Your Dragon one, because I know that's going to be the one that JT, not Nick, JT is going to be like, no, we're staying there because I want to stay in the How to Train Your Dragon. So love it. They also have some other suites if you're planning on staying without the little ones. So this one happens to be a king suite. And you can see how the shape of these are a little bit unique. And it's because of, hi, Kitty Kathy. Thank you so much for joining us. You can see this shape of these particular suites are a little bit unique, just because of how the building is shaped. Again, they got really creative when they did Aventura Hotel, which is their most recent build.
Yeah.
And so it was really cool that they've kind of learned from that and going, okay, we don't need to have standard box rooms. Let's make these unique and fun. So this happens to be the hospitality suite, which is a 1,200 square foot suite that features a compartment of 4 fixture bathrooms and sleeps up to 4 guests with a rollaway bed. Okay. And then this is the Celestial Suite. This is going to be the one that's going to be the most expensive, and it probably will be pricey. I agree, Kitty Kathy. However, they do not have any pricing announced officially. There are some different things going around, but we don't know for sure what pricing is looking like as of right now. So, but this one is absolutely amazing. It's 700 square feet, so it's bigger than some apartments. And you can actually, what was it? What did it say? I can't remember how many people it'll stay in there, but it's 6 or 8. I can't remember off the top of my head. Now, the one thing that I want to bring up with you guys as I go to this next slide, and bear with me for a couple seconds as I keep it on this beautiful pool. As of right now, they have not announced, and it does not look like the Helios Grand Hotel is going to be offering Express Pass. Now, this is being built by Lowe's Hotels. Lowe's Hotels owns Hard Rock, Portofino, Royal Pacific, those 3 in particular, which offer the Express Pass. They also offer Sapphire Falls, which does not. So it's interesting to me that this grand giant hotel is potentially not going to be offering Express Pass. So it's going to be really interesting to see what the price point's actually going to be. So it may just be the original 3, which is definitely going to change how people vacation in this particular destination, because somebody that may have wanted to stay at the Helios Grand Hotel for their week vacation because it's close to Epic, well, now they're going to stay at Portofino or Hard Rock or even Royal Pacific because they want to take advantage of those Express Passes.
Yep.
So, all righty. So, as I said before, this is the pool area. Now, what's really cool about this pool is does have a 0 entry feature, and it does meander a bit. It kind of looks a little bit like a lazy river, but it's wider. And so it's really nice. As you can see in that photo, there is the Lotus Lagoon Pool Bar, which has been named. You will be able to get fancy drinks and then also some small bites and such. 5 will be in the top tier, and Cabana Bay was bumped way down. Oh, that's good to know. So, now, this particular hotel is going to be one of the only ones where you can get cabanas for rent. You're also going to be able to order mobile order from your lounge chairs, and there is going to be underwater speakers as well if you are wanting to listen to music and such while you are in the pool. This happens to be the Bar Helios, which is going to be on the top floor. Again, they really took a page out of when they were building Aventura Hotel. Everybody loves Bar 17 because of the views that you have.
Yeah.
This is also going to have those 360 views where you're going to be able to see right into Epic Universe. You're going to be able to see out into the Orlando skyline.
Yep.
Absolutely beautiful.
But the positive thing about this one, it's climate controlled, and if it's pouring the rain down outside, you don't have to worry about, like with Bar 17, they have to close it because of the weather. This one, it's all going to be climate controlled. You're going to be inside, so you don't have to worry about what's going on outside. And
it looks as though there's going to be kind of tiered also, because like there's this main room that you can see in this particular one, but then if you look in back into the photo in the back right a little bit, you can see where there's glass, and there's actually kind of outdoor seating that isn't actually outdoor seating all the way around this particular area also. So I really like what they've done with this, and they've improved upon that really great feature that Aventura offers. Let me see. Okay, let me back up a little bit. So there are going to be a couple of other dining options that will be available. There is the Floor Taverna, which is going to be their full service dining venue. And then there's going to be the Aurora Market, which is going to have your coffee and grab and go items like your market. So there's going to be 4 dining venues in total. They only have 1 pool, but it's a heck of a pool.
Yeah.
And the other thing that you want to think about is this entire resort is going to be very Mediterranean themed, which surprised me a little bit considering the Pan Asian restaurant that they have outside, and I thought it would be a little bit more on the Asian side. But then when you start thinking about Helios and How to Train Your Dragon, I'm seeing a lot of Greek inspirations.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, I to be honest with you, this is the first time I'm actually seeing these photos and stuff. I know it's been out all week, but I've been like slammed with work and everything this week. I haven't really had a chance to go through them. But wow, incredible. I just completely blown away by the design of what it's going to look like. To put in perspective, this kind of reminds me a little bit of a Disney property. Is how well
it puts me in the mind of Destino Tower.
Yeah, it really does.
With the Dahlia Lounge on the top floor
Yeah.
and Toledo Tapas Grill.
Yeah.
It does feel that way a bit.
Yeah.
So I agree with you on that. But
it's gorgeous.
It has Universal's flair.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, I mean, Universal does Universal like no other. It's kind of cliche, but it's the truth.
Yeah, it is. It's very true. They have their own way of doing things. And man, do they knock it out of the park for you.
Yeah. So like I said, I just want to do a quick recap before we get into Halloween Horror Night stuff. So let me actually stop presenting this because I'll come back to it in a second. So there's going to be 500 rooms. It's going to have its own dedicated entrance into Epic Universe, which is going to be huge. There's going to be 35 suites within the Helios Grand Hotel, 15 of which are going to be How to Train Your Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I apologize. I'm like, oh. So very, very excited about this hotel. Really curious to see what the price point is going to be. They are saying it's going to be opening in 2025. I'm assuming that this resort is going to be opening up in conjunction with Epic Universe because of that
separate
backdoor entrance. They'll have to make sure that it opens very close to the grand opening of Epic Universe.
Yeah.
So super, super excited about it. And I'm curious, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you excited about this hotel? Are you going to book it regardless whether it has Express Pass or not? Or are you kind of like, no, Express Pass, I have to have it?
Yeah.
I'm curious what people think of it.
Now's really the time to speak up about the Express Pass, because if enough of us start complaining and saying that we want it, well, you never know. Universal might just say, hey, we're going to have to do this because look at this response on, online.
And also the other thing too is depending on what the price point looks like.
Yeah, exactly.
That might be one of those things where it's like, no, you're asking $500 a night. We better have that Express or we're not booking it.
Right.
So
right.
We'll just have to wait and see what happens. So, all righty. Now, we are going to get into Halloween Horror Nights, and I am so excited. The official grand debut of HHN 33 is actually occurring this Friday, August 30th. Scott corrected me on one of my posts earlier today. I said 6 more sleeps. It's only 5.
Yeah.
Wow. So I messed that up. Oops. So super, super excited about it. Now, I am going to be showing a quick video. It's about 2 minutes long if this isn't your kind of thing. There's nothing gory or anything like that, but it is a little bit on the spooky side. So just as a heads up to everybody, I'm putting that in there. If you guys don't want to see that, we'll see you in about 2 minutes.
Hold on. Is there any flashing lights or anything?
Not much, but just as a heads up,
Okay.
Because
be prepared.
It is Universal and Halloween Horror Nights, so it's got all of the things. So here we go. All right, cancel that out and we'll stop sharing. So, as I said, wasn't super spooky, but it is what it is. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, it was enough for me to crap my pants already. So, hey.
We don't necessarily do scare. We try, but at the end of the day, we're big scaredy cats. So
yeah, I'm not a big fan of the scare stuff, but I like scaring people.
Yeah, we are not scare house people. We are, oh my gosh, these sets are amazing. Mm-hmm. Check this out. Yeah. Look at the costuming on this. It's incredible.
Look how they built this.
Yeah, geeking out over things, not necessarily like, haha, I'm getting scared. So looks good to me. I love it. So let me get back into this. So the first one that we're going to talk about briefly, and I'm going to go through these pretty quick because I don't feel like I need to spend a ton of time because they've been talking about them for months now.
Yeah.
But the first house that they're talking about is A Quiet Place. Silence is survival. Make a sound and you won't last long. Monstrous creatures will hunt you down as the world of the first two films come to terrifying life. Let me tell you, I would not be quiet. I would be gone. Like, this is not my thing. This would be a no-go for me if I was in this one. You know?
Let me out of here.
Yes, if they expect me to be quiet, like, forget it. It's not happening. So I just...
Yeah, no thanks. I'll just die.
Yeah, pretty much. So this would be a no for me, and I just have zero interest in it. But I know there's a lot of people, my clients going down just over a week included, that are like super excited about this one, and I'm just like, whatever, I don't care. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. He'll chill you to the bone. An ancient artifact has released a chilling new entity, Garaka. He'll stop you cold. Only the Ghostbusters can keep you from getting iced. This one I would go into. I absolutely love the Ghostbusters franchise.
I do too. As a matter of fact, actually, the video we were just watching just here a minute ago, just introduction for the Halloween Horror Nights. I was waiting to hear, the Ghostbusters theme,
right.
I was waiting for it, or Slimer to come out through the door, something to that effect. But
yeah, I totally am with you on that.
This one I would definitely go in. I know we keep saying that we're not Scarehouse people, but this one I think would be so much fun because, like, I've grown up on Ghostbusters, like since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And now with the new movie that just came out and the talks of possibly another one. Yes.
I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, I've been hearing that in the rumor mills. Now, whether it's true or not, I don't know. But, hey, it would be awesome. So,
right. I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
So this one is a definite, like, yes, we would do this one. We may need to change our underwear after because, again, we're not scare people. Like, the jump scares are not for us. But we would attempt it for this one.
Yeah.
The next one is Insidious the Further. I'm going to tell you right now, nope. He is creepy. Absolutely not. It's not the house that's haunted. You are. That sounds about right, actually, for us. Enter the Further as demons try to ensnare you. The red-faced demon will lure you into his lair. Keyface will unlock your fears and more. Let me tell you something. I don't need a key face to unlock my fears. Like, my brain is my own worst enemy, so I would have everything going after me without key face. Like, I would just be convinced that thing was behind me the whole time, and I would just be staring like, oh no, he's behind me. I know he is. And I would never get through the house. So this one's probably a no-go for me.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I don't even know if I'd make one foot into the door because if I see that face, I'm going to tell you what, those yellow eyes.
Yeah.
Yep. Dang.
Nope.
Dang. Yeah, it'd be one of those I walk, oh, hell no. Run away.
Now, this one, Monsters Eternal Bloodlines. This is a yep for you?
No. Dad put up chicken.
Yes. We're not even afraid to say it.
Eternal Bloodlines. Okay, this might be interesting.
So all female, all fearless, all fatal. Get caught in an epic battle as Saskia Van Helsing and the Bride of Frankenstein go up against Dracula's daughter and her monstrous mavens. Sorry, I couldn't read my own handwriting.
Figures. I get into a room full of women and they're out to kill me.
Right. Well, and he's like, oh, yeah, that one looks good. So fun fact about me, I absolutely love Van Helsing, the one that Hugh Jackman did. I absolutely love that particular one. I love the whole storyline and everything. So I would be really into this.
You just like Hugh Jackman.
Well, of course. I mean, how could you not? So, but I think that this is a really cool one, and this would be one that I would do because I think that the set design is going to be really cool.
Yeah.
I think that their Universal Monsters houses, time and again, are some of the best just because of how beautiful and amazing and in depth they make these particular houses. So I would do this one.
Yeah. Now, guys, we have actually toured some of these houses during the daytime when the scare actors are not in there, and just went through and looked at the sets. And just being able to see the sets and the way they set them up, that's what we're talking about, was just so incredible. That they put so much time and effort into them, and it just, you just look like you're actually in the movie or on the set of the movie itself.
Right. So I like this one. I think it's going to be a good one. Now, this one I forgot to do my research on. Oops. So Monstrous, the monsters of Latin America. Tres monstruos, uno pasadilla. Ten cuidado. With La Muerta as your guide, try to survive the night with 3 terrifying legends. Halpuchi, La Lechuza, and El Cibon. I am so sorry to anybody that speaks Spanish or Latin. Like, I definitely butchered those, and I have no idea what the monsters are. I know that La Muerta is... I think it's the dead is your guide. 3 monsters. Una pesadilla, I don't know what that means. And then ten cuidado, I know I should know that one, but I don't. So, see, Kitty agrees with me. Hugh Jackman.
Well, yeah. Most women are going to agree with Hugh Jackman being on.
So, but no, I think that this one's going to be really unique and different. I'm kind of intrigued that they did this one when they had a Chupacabra house last year.
Yeah.
And they're bringing back more Latin American monsters. Ole. I knew he was going to have a smart comeback to that one. But I think that it's going to be a good house because they generally always have good houses. Like
I don't think there is
the
a bad
originals.
house,
like their originals are just like a cut above. So. The next one is Slaughter Cinema 2. Now, they did a Slaughter Cinema a few years ago, which is why you're thinking of it. It's get ready for the final cut. It's time for another horror movie marathon at the Carrie Drive-In. Scream through scenes from creature features, grindhouse gore, and more.
I love it. Carrie Drive-In.
At some point we should go to Carrie because, I mean, Sam and Jackie did, and they thought it was a really cute little town. It's up in Ohio that, like, you're like, really? This is where all this came from?
Yeah.
I think it would be a fun drive and kind of like a weekend trip.
I'll tell you what, I see the car. I'm out of there.
This is true. Now, I will say this is probably not going to be for us because I am not into slashers. I am not into gore. Like, just not my thing. I would skip this one. What about you?
Are you kidding me? I fainted blood. I'm going to walk through the door and they're going to go, and I'm going to go, oh! That'll be it, I'm done. So,
man has been asked to never return.
Can you come pick him up? We got another one.
Now, the museum, Deadly Exhibits. I'm going to tell you something. I was doing the research for this tonight. I don't know where I missed this one, but I had never heard of it before, and I think it is such a cool one. This relic will leave you in ruins. A folklore museum's newest exhibit, The Rotting Stone, has released an evil spirit that decays everything, and it's coming for you.
That's pretty cool.
I think this one's cool. Like, it puts me in the mind of, like, the Mummy gift shop.
Yeah, in a way,
and just like continuing it on, and like something's out to get you, that's going to make you decay. It's interesting to me. Again,
other than old age.
Right? I don't need to see that. I live it every day.
I feel it every day. Get up. Oh, damn, I'm decaying again.
Yep. But I think this is a really cool one, actually. And I think that there's a lot of creative freedom for the teams. So really excited to hear what people think about it Friday. And then my people are going in just over a week, see what they think of it, because I think it's going to be really cool.
I can't wait to hear. Yeah. I really can't.
All right. Major Sweets Candy Factory. They had this as a scare zone last year, and then they brought it in as a scare house this year, which I thought was really interesting. They've got a killer sweet tooth. You're chaperoning a field trip to a candy factory when the free samples transform the kids into candy-coated killers. First off, I'm not chaperoning. It's not happening. Like I barely do stuff with like Nick and his co-op and things, because like I know those kids and I know they're good. The idea of like chaperoning little monsters in a candy factory, like that's scary enough without them turning into actual little monsters.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is like out of my nightmare. Like, thank you, Universal, for that.
Yeah. I think I've actually seen a few of those, in a Dollar General, some of those kids, because, like, I've seen a few of them throwing fits because they can't get stuff.
Yep. All right. The next one is going to be Goblin's Feast. They'll feast on your flesh. Enter a goblin village. Well, that's our first mistake. Where a feast is being prepared for goblins, orcs, hobgoblins, and witches. And you're the main course. Well, how stupid are we that we decide to go into a goblin village? Like, of course we're going to be on the menu.
Yeah.
I have another very serious question, though. What is the difference between a goblin and a hobgoblin?
The way it's spelled, I have no idea. I really don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh, I love that. I think that is hilarious. So this is number 9. Take it or leave it on this one. It's an interesting concept. I'm glad that they're doing unique, fun things, but
I like that, Mom. Been there, done that. Enough of that with Scott when he was a kid. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, the last one, Triplets of Terror. This one just gives me the heebie-jeebies. The party's over, and so are you. You're invited to the Barmy Triplets birthday celebration, but their kind of party involves recreating the murders of their entire family. And I am not familiar with the Barmy triplets. I know that that's a big thing. It puts me in mind of what is the movies? The Living Dead or something like that. Like
The Walking Dead.
No, it's not The Walking Dead. It's movies that my friend Alice was obsessed with when we were in high school, and it just gives me the willies. It's just not my thing. But yeah, so this is probably going to be one of those where if I'd had a couple drinks in me, maybe you'd get me in there, but I would not be happy about it.
No, you would not be.
The triplets.
No. I got a feeling you would not like that one at all. Even with a couple drinks in you, because I seen you when you were sober going through the one, and you were just like, "Get me out of here now."
Your mom said, "Looks like Daryl and another brother Daryl."
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that is too funny.
That's the older versions of the triplets of terror.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one kind of sends a little bit of a down my spine, So yeah, not really sure about it. But.
Yep. Feels like it could be a little too real. So
yeah.
Now that is the 10th house. I will say, out of all of the houses, the one that I'm most excited about is probably going to be Ghostbusters, and then the Eternal Bloodlines, the original Monster House.
Yeah.
Those would be the two that I would brave.
Yeah,
I don't know about the others.
I agree 100% with you on that. Those would be the two that I would want to go see, just because it has, sorry, my brain went dead. The Ghostbusters, and then the old time
original monsters.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think it's been a long day. I can't think anymore. But yeah, the original monsters and stuff, and it being all the women, even though they're trying to kill me.
You're trying to kill me, but man, you're hot. saying that to someone.
Yeah, I probably would. Hi, you're hot. I know you're trying to kill me, but anyway, so.
Now, I do want to apologize for these blurrier images of the scare zones. I didn't realize until after I got them that they weren't the best quality, so I apologize. So Enter the Blumhouse is the first scare zone that we're going to talk about. Escape a terrifying gauntlet of Blumhouse characters, from sinister sadists from The Purge and Black Phone to Megan dancing in your nightmares. You've never known horror like this. Let me tell you, if I am dancing in your nightmares, yes, that is a terrifying thing because I cannot dance to save my life.
Y'all, I've seen that in real life, and damn, she ain't lying.
Hey!
It's a nightmare.
So, warned you, paybacks are hell. So I think that this is actually going to be a really cool scare zone because the past couple of years they've done different things with Blumhouse. They had 1 year, I think it was 2 years ago, where they had two different scare houses within one scare house. That one had Black Phone and another one in it. I don't remember what it was. And so they're all really interesting. Last year they had the Megan Horde. Hopefully they'll bring something to that effect back because a lot of people were upset that they didn't get to see the Megan Horde because they had to do it so randomized. Is that Megan? Shush.
Once a month.
Hey. Behave. So I think that this is a really great concept, and having a dedicated space for things so that people can experience those a little bit in the scare zones, I think it's going to be a really great thing.
Yeah.
Now, duality of fear. Now, this one I thought was really interesting. As soon as you enter the gates of HHN, you must choose a path. Follow sinister, the manifestation of visceral horror, or surreal, the incarnation of unearthly terror. So it's really interesting to me because when you go in, you have the choice of going right and up into Hollywood, or you can keep on going into the streets of New York.
Yeah.
And so that's where they're saying, like, figure out which one you're wanting to go into, because this opening scare zone that you're going into bleeds out into other scare zones where you have sinister and surreal. So I thought that was really, really cool. And Demon Queens is the one where you get caught in an otherworldly hellscape ripped from the darkest corners of your mind. You're going to have 4 merciless queens loyal to Surreal's rule, surrounded by hordes of fanatical followers. So I thought that this was really, really cool. Very interesting concept that they're going to have as a scare zone. And I love all of the female representation this year. I thought that was really cool and interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Swamp of the Undead is another one. In backwaters of Louisiana, you unwittingly wander onto private property where you're swamped by zombies born from the bodies of other trespassers who were killed and dumped in a nearby bog. So this one is going to be a little bit gruesome, I have a feeling, but it's going to be really cool. And I'm almost positive it's over in the New York area with the trees and stuff that have the Spanish moss and things are really taking advantage of that. Yeah. And so I think that this is a really, really cool concept, and I think it'll be kind of a fun thing to be able to do.
Yep.
Torture Fair is the last one, and this one is Come One, Come All to Sinister's Renaissance Fair with the devious theme of medieval torture. Brave the gloriously gory homemade torture devices till you're put out of your misery. Let me tell you something. I am absolutely obsessed with medieval lore, and I like the Renaissance fairs and stuff. You had me until gore. I'm not into that stuff. So I don't know how long I would be able to stomach being in this one.
I'd be all right with, the Renaissance part of it, but the word torture?
You're like, I don't want to be tortured.
No. I don't like that.
So, but I mean, you got to think though, the Renaissance, it was a very gory time. So I guess I should take that hand in hand, but it just not my thing.
Yep.
But the only show that they have this year that they're talking about is Nightmare Fuel Nocturnal Circus. Okay, so this is going to be back in the what is it called? Fear Factor Stadium. Thank you. Step right up to a dark circus, a new nightmare that carries with it a sinister curse. Get trapped in a thrilling spectacle of pyro and aerialists to the beat of pulse-pounding rock rhythms. And
be kind of cool.
I'm telling you what, I think that these Nightmare Fuel shows are worth the price of admission, even if you aren't into scare houses, things like that.
Yeah.
They are some of the best performers that you're going to find. They are absolutely incredible. The amount of talent and work that goes into creating these productions are well worth, like I tell people, like, make sure that you check it out, because the amount of time and effort that these people put into these, it's impressive.
Yeah, these shows that you're actually getting to see, it's basically like Las Vegas shows, or something even close to Broadway a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean,
very much so.
It's not just some little, oh, we're a cat, or, doing something stupid, but
no.
I mean, it's amazing acrobats, gymnasts. I mean, and they're wonderful actors.
The aerialists and such, and then the different unique acts that you're going to see because of it being a circus theme. So I think it's going to be a really, really good one. And I have told everybody that I have going, make sure that you check it out, because I think it's going to be a really cool reimagining of Nightmare Fuel.
Yeah.
So, all righty. So that is it for the 10 houses, 5 scare zones. Only one show has been announced. But interestingly, the sensational show that they have been doing in the lagoon since end of June? That is supposed to be done as of Wednesday. Wednesday night is supposed to be its last showing. And they haven't announced a new thing going on.
They're going to have to do something
so
spooky.
I'm like, all right, they got to have something. They haven't had anything in the lagoon for Halloween Horror Nights for a couple of years now, because back in 2022, the hurricane that went through did a lot of damage to the lagoon mechanisms and such, which was why everything was down as long as it was. They needed to go through and really repair and do things, get everything set up so that it was safe, as well as up to par with nowadays things. So I think it might happen. It might be one of those like sneak in, like, oh, by the way, this is in the app and we're doing this and we're not telling anybody.
Right.
And we're going to hear about it on opening night. I wouldn't be surprised. And I'm excited to see what they're going to do.
Oh, yeah. Well, Universal, they're going to knock it out of the park, whatever they do. I mean,
yes.
I mean,
they have the drones. They've got the water features and such in order to do things. They've got the backdrops, and everything's calibrated really well. So for them to be able to do projection mapping of other things onto those for a Halloween Horror Nights show, I think it could happen.
Yeah, I do too. And I think it would be great to be able to see that. The shows and stuff that goes on, and everything that goes on for Halloween Horror Nights is wonderful. Now, I did actually have someone ask me a question the other day, Megan.
Okay.
So I want to go ahead and address that real quick before we get out of here for the evening.
That's because you got me
somebody wanted to know if you go to the park during the day, are the scare actors out during the daytime? No. And I told them no, that is not. They're not out at the daytime. That is the time for regular people. People that don't have
regular park guests.
Yeah, regular park guests, to be able to be in there and not be scared by the scare actors and stuff.
Yes.
Now, at a certain time, which is what, I think about 5? 5 or 6.
We'd have to look at what the times are. I'm sorry, guys. I don't have that information in front of me.
At a certain time, it all starts. And then if you're in there just with a regular ticket for the day and stuff, you have to be out of the park at that time in order for the scare actors.
Yes.
Because they're going to start, and if.
Well, let me kind of clarify that just a little bit further.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So first off, if you are going, there's not going to be anything that's super gory or anything like that. They keep everything very PG. So if they have, for instance, in that torture fair, they've got somebody that's like getting mutilated on a table, it's going to be covered up. You're not going to be able to see it during the day. So no, you don't need to worry about that if you're planning a vacation with your family and you're during this time and you're not doing Halloween Horror Nights. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, if you are a regular park guest or an annual pass holder and you are planning on doing Halloween Horror Nights for the evening, you have to go into one of, I think it's 5 different holding areas. It's 4 or 5 holding areas that you can go into. One of them is Finnegan's. Another one is over by Men in Black. And you want to be very strategic in which one that you pick. They're going to scan, make sure that you have a ticket before you're allowed into those holding areas. Right. Once you're in those, you're good to go. And then they flush everybody else out. Okay. You cannot stay in Universal Studios if you aren't in one of those holding areas and have an HHN ticket that is valid for that night.
Well, that totally 100% answers that question.
Yes. So. And that gives it gives them a chance to uncover the gruesome props. It gives them a chance to get their scare actors where they need to be. Gets them a chance to start the festivities in the front, because every evening it's a great big deal in the very front of the park whenever they open basically up for the evening. Rope drop. Yeah, basically a rope drop. And so that helps you with that. But it's nice if you have the ticket and you're planning on being in early anyway, and you know, say, for instance, Ghostbusters is consistently a 60 to 90 minute wait because everybody wants to see it. Mm-hmm. Stay in the section that you know that Ghostbusters house is going to be in. That way you're one of the first that gets into that one. Maybe you can get through that one almost immediately and you can be in line for a second one within the first half hour to an hour of the event starting. Yeah. So
it takes a while for people to get through the gates.
Yeah, so. There's definitely some advantages to using those spaces and being able to be in there earlier.
Yeah. So, well, anyway, that's enough to scare me for the night. So
I know. we're going to have to go watch Care Bears or something so that we can sleep tonight.
Yeah. I'll have nightmares of Care Bears.
Not really, because I'll have nightmares of Care Bears, and I don't need that in my life.
But anyway, the Grand Helios Hotel, gorgeous place. Yeah. I cannot wait for us to get in there and be able to do a full resort tour, room tour, and so just kind of look for that to be coming up later next year from us, because we're going to be there.
Well, I'm really curious, and forgive me, I cannot get them straight in my head yet, but Terra Luna and Stella Nova, one of them is opening in January. And I'm wondering, because they haven't given us an official date, I'm like, all right, is it going to be open on my birthday weekend? Like, could we do a grand opening on my birthday weekend?
Oh, boy, here we
go. Like, I'll just stay at the hotel the whole time. Like, I don't care.
Y'all hear that? That's my credit card screaming.
So maybe we'll just have to wait and see if it's something, if it's meant to be. Yeah, I'm excited.
Well, I think I'm going to have to get off here because it's time for me to go pee. So,
all right, guys. Getting better at your techie stuff later. I love it. Thank you. Very much appreciate that. Have a spooky night. So, well, guys, thank you so much for joining us this evening. And if you enjoyed this, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and that you're following us on Facebook. All of our social media content this week is centered around Halloween Horror Nights opening on Friday night. So make sure that you're tuning in. There's going to be some information in there that maybe you don't know. And if you are thinking about and you're on the fence of like, oh, maybe we want to do it this year, because it is 33. I mean, that's a pretty big year. Mm-hmm. Definitely let us know, because we do have some last minute availability for tickets, as well as your hotels, because those book out and it's really hard to get you in. And so I do have some little pockets of, yes, we could get you in for 2 nights here or something like that. So definitely let me know if you're thinking about it.
Yep. And if Halloween doesn't do it for you, there's the holidays.
Christmas.
A very Merry Grinchmas.
Nothing like Christmas at Universal.
Yes, I love it. And I love getting to meet the Grinch. He is so awesome. Mm-hmm. So, but that's for another show. That's another show.
I wish I could go this year, but that's not the car saving up for next year. I definitely, we get that. Yes, yes, we certainly do. So, but as I said before, make sure that you're following us on all of our socials. Make sure that you are prepared and ready to go. Set your alarms for next week, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are going to kind of go out of our comfort zone and our bubble a little bit. Dun, dun, dun. And we're going to talk about adult-only travel because let's face it, us parents deserve to get away without the kids and have an adult-only adventure. And so we're going to talk about that.
What's that like? I don't even know. What's this? What's that? This? Where's the kid? I don't know.
That is a very real fear when you travel without kids.
Well, guys, tune in next week, and we're going to have a lot to talk about, obviously, next week, because it is going to be all about the adults having some fun, not with the children.
We deserve to have some fun, too.
That's right. That's right. So check us out next week, 7:30, like Megan said. Same place, same station. So anyway, guys, don't forget, if you need to get anything booked, vacation-wise or anything, please get a hold of Megan. Comment in the comments below, or just get a hold of her somehow. Send a fox, send the pigeon. I don't care. Just get it to us so we can get started on that and get that beautiful vacation book for you.
Yes, I'm able to book cruises end of 2026, even some of 2027, depending on which cruise line. I'm able to book through Halloween of next year for Walt Disney World, and I believe I'm able to go all the way through the end of December for Universal, if that's something that you're interested in. So definitely don't worry about, I'm getting a hold of you too soon, because if it happens to be a little bit too early for booking something, I'll put you on the list and I'll be the one to remind you as soon as you're able to get it booked so that you get the best pricing.
Yeah, and Kitty Kathy, you're welcome for all the info. That's just something that we just love to do. We love sitting and talking travel and stuff. So just keep joining us every Sunday night. So when we're on and when we're not moving kids around. So, but anyway.
Hopefully we're done with that for a little while.
Yeah. So, but anyway, guys, we're going to get out of here. We'll see you guys next week, 7:30, same place, same station. And as always, are you guys ready for your next plum crazy adventure?
Because we are ready to get you here.
We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.